Hi all, welcome to another Chess 24 Banter Blitz. Okay, actually before we go into the games, let's have a look at the voucher code screen. So you see on this screen there's a voucher code, Kingscrusher, and you can get 15% off. With this voucher code you get all the benefits of premium membership, and that includes being able to challenge even the likes of Magnus Carlsen, the current world chess champion, for these Banter Blitz sessions. You just turn up 20 to 30 minutes beforehand, you go on the list, and Magnus could pick you off. And as well as Magnus, there's other fantastic grandmasters to play, international masters, and even bunnies like me today, 11:30 a.m. UK time. So let's go into the games here now. Okay, so the challenges. The first challenge today is Snoop. Hi Snoop. Okay. That's a nice picture, is it, of a dog? Yeah, nice dog. Okay. So bishop c4, I'm going to play g6. And bishop g7. I hope audio and visual is okay, please let me know. Oh, that's quite an aggressive move. Okay. Maybe I'll just play this, d6. If I castle. Right. We're playing knight d4 here, trying to tap into c2. It's just left c2. Try and be annoying with knight d4 before doing anything else. So knight takes, e takes, knight e2. Maybe that extends the bishop. Maybe d5 after that. Try and punish this queen e1. I mean, it's the sort of thing I'd play queen e1 to get to h4. But I'm wondering if I can try and see some downsides of it with d5 here, trying to break up the white pawns. E takes, knight takes, I'm holding h4 with my queen. But also that's undesirable, isn't it, for black, having that pawn blocked in by the bishop. Now here, okay, that's interesting. Maybe c5. The idea c4 takes, d takes, looks good. That would still give me the f5 square. Any knight f5? Okay, we're in business here, I think. With, or not. No, maybe I have to take care before f6 is a menace. Yes, I didn't really want that necessarily, but there you go. Okay. f6. Maybe I can still play bishop e6 and c4 coming up. Bishop e6 and c4. Would seem, you know, this nasty pin, a little bit nasty anyway. So bishop e6, is it running into knight f4? Hang on. Bishop f7, come to think about it, knight f4. Okay, he's used the f4 square up. Maybe I can just play this for taking, to get a big pawn center. Even allow the discovered check. Okay, because king h8 doesn't seem that bad. I'll be following up with knight g6. So c5, king h8. I'll follow up with knight g6 or knight g6 here to unpin the bishop. Don't like these pins hanging around. He's going to have... Oh, the d pawn's a bit vulnerable. Right. Okay. Fair enough. If I Say this. There is knight takes d4. Maybe this isn't that great. Knight takes d4. It's not that pleasant, is it? f4, he just plays bishop takes f4. And this is any minage in f5 after. Not sure about that. Yeah. No, I think this is on the back foot at the moment. This position is on the back foot. Alright, actually 95 interrupts that connection there. So I'm fronting queen takes. Yes, I think, I'm not sure about h4 now. Just broken that connection between g3 and d6. So, yeah. Maybe bishop takes, there's rook takes, protecting f5 actually. Don't have to let go of f5 necessarily. Right, right. b6 here? Oh no, that's a bit pointless. Knight g4. a5. Knight g4. Maybe I'll try this for a4. Is a4 any good? It's not very convincing at the moment. I hate to be negative. I'll try not to be negative here. But it's not very convincing with me. This bishop blocked in. Okay, try and be positive. a4, is that something? Bishop f7 I take here. Okay, that's dynamic. If I ignore that. Maybe rook a6 is handy. It's going to play bishop d5. Bishop d5 gives bishop e4. My h7 is also a problem actually. I mean, I'll try and eliminate this bishop. Okay. It's coming in for a kill, so I think I better eliminate it. Well, this bishop takes and queen g6. There's a check here. Yeah, no, it's a good attack from white. I'm sure the engine would have white significantly better. Here, f5, slightly better. Did I make it worse? I made it. Oh, apparently blank's okay here. Oh, all right. Apparently, if I take. Oh, hold on. This means b5. This means c4. This is a whole lot better positioning. The bishop is nowhere on the attacking scene. That's a whole lot better than what I played. F takes for c4. I played it. Oh, not c4 for taking here, but taking for c4. That's curious. So white's winning here. Just white's simply winning here according to the engine. Or slightly better. And so here, f4? Oh, f4 trick works here. Disconnecting and winning d4. Alright. There's a trick here if a queen takes d4. Or knight takes f4 first. Either. Alright, lots of tricks around. Thanks. Dirks. Okay. Hi, Ducks. Some tango. Pretty standard. I've played this all before at some point, I'm sure. Bishop G4, Queen D7. Spring to mind, or Queen C8, just to try and play for Bishop H3. And there's a Queen sack idea, 2 pieces. It does promise Knight G3 if the king doesn't move. Is that interesting? If the king does move, there's Bishop F2. Maybe that is interesting. I might play it for a laugh, actually. It won't be that funny, will it, though? And then I've mentioned it. Then I've mentioned it. Shall I play it? This is going to be a catastrophic loss. Shall I play it or not? Is it a rather dumb idea? Okay, let's see. It's only 2 pieces, but you know this bishop's without the counterpart, so it's not. I think the idea is totally ridiculous. If I pick up another pawn, as I'm going to do, then we're talking h4 dropping later after knight f5. My compensation is ramping up. So 2 pieces and 1 pawn, but it's around the king, and bishop without the counterpart, and nice pin, and there's b5 there, I think. C takes, knight takes, b takes, bishop d7. Okay, take this guy for knight h4. Another piece coming up. Okay, so there's bishop d7, b5, knight g5. So it's 3 pieces now, 2 pawns for the queen. It's not that I've covered any queen sacrifices recently, like Leela Chess in round 65. Actually, I have, yeah, Leela Chess, round 65, about 5 in the morning, did a queen sacrifice today. This is the day of the queen sacrifice, for 2 pieces and a raging attack. So it's not that I'm inspired by neural networks sometimes. If you check out round 65, yeah, there is actually a really interesting game to check out. But there's a video on my channel later for that. Round 65. Stockfish goes down. Let's win an exchange here. I'm getting a ton of material. You'd think, unless there's any catastrophic failure on my part here, like getting checkmated, this should be fairly good. The queen by herself can't be that dangerous, surely. Okay, so this prevents rook h4. Right. Maybe my bishop should come to d3. Maybe h3, h2 would threaten rook, g6, rook, g1. Okay, there's a potential line on this diagonal. But if I have my pawn on h2, then rook, g6 to g1. That looks tempting. On the other hand, there's always queen f4 if I move the rook. Bishop f5, if takes bishop e4. I'm missing out because there's e6 as well on the cards. Might have messed up somewhat already. Oh well, I'm going for this bishop e4 for rook g2 to at least paralyze the rook. Any ef, gf, any queen f4, there's bishop g2, king g2, h1 queening. Any e6. Blimey, that's a bad time to get a phone call. I'm not going to go away, so just... Okay. Right, there's bishop e4 for queen e4, for rook f1, for king g2, for h1. Okay, yeah, that was fun. I don't know if that was what's the engine thing anyway. I guess this was much better play for white. It's only two pieces. It shouldn't have been a big deal. I wonder about the pawn though around here. Okay, white is winning check. Yeah, there is technical ways. White's much better there. Okay, goes wrong there. Yeah, okay. I thought it was a bit dodgy actually. Anyway, shelling forward. Okay, I think my best bet is c4 statistically, win probability wise. I'm not only f3 against this setup, a sort of French defense accelerated with Finchetto. If I played bishop g5, yeah, I can shatter the pawns with bishop f6 here. Like f3 to d4. He's always got bishop h6 and bishop f5. I've got to be careful. I think I need to be able to play e3. This bishop could get out of hand. If I can pick up that bishop, it weakens c4 and the light squares. So knight d4 coming up. What I'm thinking. He's not really going to give me the... Is he going to give me the dark square bishop? That's a concession, isn't it? If black relinquishes that bishop pair with bishop d4. Alright, here I thought maybe knight e6 and then e3. There's always knight c5. It's bishop h3 though. Can it be that bad? And this, I'm missing out on a trick. I'm thinking bishop h3. This knight c5 to d3 is going to be a pain. Knight e4, f5. There's rook takes d7. If rook takes, knight takes. Knight e4 runs, f5 runs into... Okay, there's going into d3. There's bishop h3 here, knight d3. Alright, king c2 just to try and handle this knight d3 business. Knight e2 to f4. And he's going to have knight d3 and knight b4 if I'm not careful. Maybe a3 is needed so I can play rook d2 without a worry about knight b4 as well. I want to, if I play knight e2 to f4 without worrying about... Okay, he's going to kill my bishop. Or is it my knight holds h3 for a moment? So it's a bit defensive on e6, surely. So h3 I'll just maybe just take. In fact, can I, am I threatening to almost like take that? If I double here. And bishop g2 on rook h8. Can I go for this h file, rook h1? Try and get some compensation for the pawn. Well, a little bit more. I think I've got... Oh, he's trying to win all those pawns now. I think I have to take time to evict. I should have played maybe bishop f3 first. I have to try and evict this. It's getting a bit too late now. Knight g7 taking... Oh, hitting f5. No, if I played bishop f3, maybe it would have been... better. Okay. Bishop h3 here is better than bishop f3, or is it the same? Bishop f3 is knight h2, so maybe bishop h3. Rook h7 takes, the knight f6. So, knight h6, knight h6, knight f6, does that threaten anything? Now, rook e8, knight e8 check. Is that naughty? I can go to the f4 square. You can go knight f7 to e5. Okay, this is looking scary. I should take that. I'll get my h file anyway. Finally, this is the plan I sort of wanted before, but maybe the knight's better than before. There is knight e6. try and make that worse for black. With rook b8 coming out. Knight d4 here. Does that do anything, or is there anything more significant? What about picking off one of these pawns? Alright, b3 is going to be super dangerous. Or is it king c1? Is it super dangerous? I can always play knight d4 if needed. If it takes... Oh, okay. Knight d4 here? Or is he winning that ending? And this doesn't look good. This pawn is a runner, isn't it? I think it's a runner. I think that's winning. Okay. Yep. Oh, well played. Well played. Okay, excellent. Okay, Olaf. Okay, hi Olaf. So King's Engine. So I think Olaf's dangerous in these structures actually. Very oh well. F5. I need bishop d7. Okay, he's going to take that. On d6. Rook f8. So I try and close up the bishop with rook f8 and f4. Oh, okay. I have to get ready for knight a4 here. So knight a8. Has he got knights? Ow. Oh. He said bishop. Yeah, okay, this London system bishop. And all right. Okay, bishop d6, bishop a4. Yeah, I think knight c5 was a shot. Okay. Ah! I didn't mean that. That was a mouse slip. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I think this is gonna... This position. Bishop a4. Okay. That's not good, is it? Oh, well. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Mouse slips happen. Try and do something here, if I can. Queen a5. Oh, it's pretty shattered actually. There's Well, okay. You didn't need to. You didn't need to offer it all. It's okay. You know, you can just crush me there. Queen, it's crushing, isn't it? It's a crushing position. You've saved my rating points. I don't know. Thanks. I mean, that's it. I mean, I think you were maybe even better after bishop a4. I don't know. But there was knight c5. It was definitely under pressure. Knight c5 for, yeah. Okay. That was very generous draw offer. You can be an assassin. I want you guys to be assassins, yeah. You know, at least, but you are. I mean, you have beaten me a few times, right? It's not a big deal, yeah. If you haven't beaten me before, then you know maybe just go for it. But you know, if okay, yeah, maybe it's more understandable if you've beaten me before. Okay. It was very, very generous. Oh. I seem to be in big trouble today, whatever I do. Okay, so this is another completely lost position. Interesting. Unless there's d5. Hang on. There's d5 bishop g4. Okay. Bishop g... I don't know. I'm being pedantic now. My king's still in the centre. The only thing going for me in this position is that there's bishop g4. This does look rather bad. I think Olaf has ruined my assassin hat here. Unfortunately, I seem to be going into chess comedy now. Yeah. Okay. No, it's still pretty bad here. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna get mated with rook d1 and bishop d6 soon. Okay. Or bishop a6 would be a nice crisscross. What's that? Mate with the two bishops. Okay. If I take away the the a6 square, I got to take away the a6 square. Yeah, just in case there's like king's to bishop a6. I don't want to be mated. Just in case that's not that entertaining. So knight d5 here, losing yet another pawn, or yeah. Okay. I'll crawl to. Oh, this is just great. Oh man. Rook e7 looks pretty bad actually for me. Yeah. What would I do? Okay, don't panic. Rook e7. Bishop f8, is that a legal move that I can play without being mated? Or losing the bishop. This looks like a penalty shootout. Unfortunately, he seems to have a penalty. I'm the one trying to defend a penalty, it seems, because there's two bishops and a rook hounding my king. Rook c7, king d8. I noticed, rook d8, rook c7 is not that funny. After king b8, carnage, or bishop e6 mating, or something like that. Anyway, so okay, the thing about this, I don't entirely see a forced checkmate just yet. I mean, maybe there is already. Maybe. Probably is. It's got that fantastic bishop on the diagonal. I think that's reasonable. At least I've avoided bishop e6 and rook takes g7. Trying to make it tricky. I suppose knight. No, I haven't even got knight h5. I'm pretty pinned down here, actually. Okay, bishop e7, is that a move? I think it's Diet Coke time. Oh, Diet Coke time. I think I need a caffeine injection. I ordered a crate full of Diet Coke cans from Amazon actually recently. No calories is the claim. No sugar, no calories. More fun than water, I would argue. Just watch out for the aspartame. Okay. We can ask the engine after what the forced checkmate was, I think. Okay. Is rook c8 a real fun killer? Because if the rook moves rook takes c4, is that a fun killer? I hate to be the Grinch of the chessboard here. Okay, kill a common square, huh? c7. Like, if I try and deprive that from my opponent with knight d5, and he's c4, I think there's rook f5. I don't have to move the knight away from protecting c7. Okay, so here... That does actually seem to win material. This is really funny. Okay. All right. Anyway, can I at least? Okay. Oh, I feel really bad now. This is really bad. Let's see. It was a forced checkmate. It was an open penalty. Let's have a look. It was an open penalty to my king. I've gone wrong somewhere early in this game, haven't I? The opening is very suspect here. Very suspect. Oh, hold on a sec. Why didn't I just play bishop g4? Apparently that's equal. Okay. I've just opened up my king for nothing. Black is slightly better. King f8. Black's slightly better. Okay. It's not as bad as... So... Oh, blimey. There was... I think I missed a lot of resources here. The bishop Bishop takes c6. This game is terrible. This game is absolutely terrible. I feel a lot better now checking it with an engine, really. Yeah. There's no mate, though, in 3 here. There's no mate in 3? No? Okay, there's no mate in 3. Alright, okay. I'm hoping the Diet Coke's going to kick in now. This is the trouble analysing an exciting game before one of these sessions. You know, clearly, I'm in some sort of shutdown mode of not being able to see anything today. Okay. H3 King H2. At least with this, I've played it a lot before, so you know it sort of becomes a standby safety opening in case you know I'm not seeing anything. A template plan is being reused here. I just want to go for this F4, so unpinning the F2, playing for F4. It's a sort of template plan. I could also torture people with the London system, but I don't want to. So okay, so knight d5 and d4. This is more exciting to me often than the London system setup. So as white, if you want to play a system without indulging in a ton of opening theory, you sometimes can. Surely Queen G5 is going to help me. This exchange is going to help me. Queen G5 threatens knight F6. Giving up the light square bishop is going to weaken F7. Now you might wonder, isn't this just a cheap move, Queen G5? I'm not entirely sure if it's just cheap. Actually, it does pin the G7 pawn. If King H8, maybe I have something. I don't know. Maybe I've got something tactical. Okay, here, this looks as though... Oh, hang on. I have to worry about check. And Queen takes H3. That's a snag, isn't it? Maybe Queen takes instead, holding H3. So that's a perk of Queen G5 to be able to take on D5. This looks as though Queen takes, you know, because if Rook takes the Bishop D5, and if Rook E7, Bishop C6, and if takes, Rook takes B8. If F takes, I'm not sure. I don't think my opponent would take. I'd be surprised if he took with the pawn. Oh, he did. Okay. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay. So Rook B5 here. Can I build up on that B file? Maybe this is still quite pleasant if I just build up on this semi-open B file here, or not. Rook C5 here? That looks like an awkward... Because if I go back, maybe there's knight A5 to C4. I don't know about stepping back, knight A5 to C4. All right, now it's in the business of this pin, you know, Rook C6, Bishop C6, this pin. It looks pleasant again, I think. Even though the queens are off, I think this is mega annoying, this for black. Although, am I wrong? Knight D8 holds everything. Okay, Rook Rook A8, Rook A5. Surely there's some pressure here. Surely. Rook A6. Is there any pressure? Rook A8, Bishop B7. Is there a backfire with Rook B8 there? There probably is. With that pin. And that's a way of losing a piece. Unless there's anything absolutely like magical there. Okay, he's allowed me to play Rook takes A6 though. Alright, so I think I'm back in business a bit. Yeah. What's that king doing there? Can I just kick that away? The king's... No, I can take on H7 as well. That's a bit casual, isn't it? Was that G6? Okay, I'll just see where this king's going. This king seems to be getting in trouble. Play Rook A7 here. Try and restrict a pin as a form of prophylaxis. Try and tie down the opponent here to C7. Well, C7. Right, the bishop. Try to restrict the knight's pesky movements here. B5 and F5. I think Rook F6 coming up is an infiltration. Okay. C4. I've got a pass pawn potential. Try and make use of. Okay, I think H5 for 8. Oh, I've just blundered the rook. Yeah, well done. Yeah, typical. Okay, very funny. Okay. Now I have to try and play a rook down. That's just typical. Yeah. Okay, great. What's bound to happen today? Okay. I'm pathetic. I know. I'm cheap, pathetic. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Sorry. I had a suspicion. Actually, you know what? When my rook was on a7, I have to be honest. I thought cynically, I'm going to blunder the rook later. I really felt I was going to blunder the rook later. I shouldn't have been. You know, when you're in low tactic mode, I don't think it's a big risk to have unprotected pieces more than usual. Just hanging on the threads of calculation. It's better not to have unprotected pieces. Ah, okay. Oh man, I just knew it. As soon as I put the rook down there, back in my mind, I didn't want to admit openly, but it's best not to have unprotected pieces in general if you're not up to the calculations. But I'm hoping, yeah, this is. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, rook d1 and knight g5. Oh. I'm going to have to disable my comments to this video on my channel. I think I'm going to get slaughtered. I'm going to get rightly slaughtered, yeah. No, okay. No, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, okay. All right, anyway. I'm going to try and play a bit better now. This is it. I'm going to, if I can just finish this Diet Coke here. This is my plan. Knight g4. Knight g4. This doesn't hang anything, does it? Knight g4. This is good. Moral win to Sam. Moral win. Queen g6. They do count. Okay. I think g3 before an accident with my king happens later. Makes him heir. Try and fix down the pawns. I think the king away from the bishop. There's also tactical accidents waiting to happen. So the king away from the pin, unpin. I think a series of prophylaxis moves, just to say I'm not tactically sharp right now. So a series of prophylaxis hopefully is helpful, as Nimzovich was raving on about prophylaxis for good reason. Okay, so bishop e5 and f4 against the f file. Try and make the position so secure that hopefully there isn't too many. The thing is, when I start talking about disasters, they do tend to happen. That's one slight snag of I don't even want to talk about potential disasters. Okay, I've had too many already. Okay, it's a 3-minute game. Rook g1. Okay, if I put my king on e4. Okay, I can double against G7. And move that away. Well, that's a liability. Get my king to E6. Threatening mate, aren't I? Yeah, okay. I think prophylaxis needs to be the name of the game here for me. Okay. Thanks, Tom. Okay. Tactical prophylaxis. So, like king away from the bishop, unpinning where needed, no unprotected pieces, overprotection of e5, that sort of thing. Tactical prophylaxis measures are called for here. Because I can't take the level of embarrassment of this stream so far. So I'd rather just play solidly with great prophylaxis than lose any more horrific games on the board. Yeah. So anyway, where is Tom? Where is Tom? Yeah. Tom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, going to the next one. Okay, serious llama. Oh, let's have a look at that again. That's quite funny, actually. Yeah. Okay. So bishop c4 and a3. Now there is another form of prophylaxis. Just playing openings you've played lots and lots of times before is a sort of another form of, not to go into uncharted territories, relatively uncharted territories. I'm usually comfortable with this approach. Okay, so here, Queen E1 and E5 coming up. You know what? Queen E1 is going to run right into A4. I've just realised. Okay, so can I try and kick away this pesky knight with C3 first? I've just killed my own knight on A4 a little bit, but I'm blockading A5. It's funny that this has gone into strange, even though I generally like the positions, it feels unusual. Okay. Yeah, it looks as though Black's doing quite nice at the moment. Oh, he's giving me C5 for the knight, potentially. That's something positioning, at least. Any knight F5, maybe G4. Alright, rook F6 here. Or rook F3, or rook F6. Bishop D2, knight D3. What about... Okay, is G4 worth it? I'm hoping it is before something horrible happens. I'll put the bishop somewhere. I think I want to treble on F7. So Queen F3. Oh, there's no Rook A F1 coming up. Okay. Maybe I should do this plan anyway. Although D4 looks a bit dangerous. Is that an unnecessary risk on that diagonal I've just taken. It probably is, yes. Yeah. Why would I want to do that? Open up this diagonal. He's always got things like d4 and a queen move for bishop c6. There. My king needs to be away from this bishop. h4 and king h2 on a dark square away from the bishop. Driving on the other side of the road. h4 on a dark square rather than light square. He's only got one bishop to factor in as a fixed sort of constant of the squares. If my king's on a dark square, that's going to help. But concretely, you know, takes d4, bishop moves, anything like queen c7 for bishop c6. Oh, that's happening. Is there a rook d1? No, I'm not going to bother with rook d1. Bishop a2. Maybe king g1. If I need speed, I've rook a6 or whatever. King g1. Oh, he's trying to nudge my bishop away from d5 for queen d5. All right, here. I'm going to drop c5, but something's dropping. Rook d1. All right, rook d4 might be plausible. Or, instead of weakening my back row, h4, h5, h6, knight e8. That looks as though it's a dangerous kind of pawn, or he's going to chew up my queen side. Yeah. Or there's bishop e2 immediately. Alright. Maybe that's the point. Alright, get this tempo together. I think check. I mean, maybe there's king g3. Actually, I can treble with rook f4. Maybe that's the way to go. So, what's bishop c6 there? Oh, crikey. Yep. Okay, on rook g1, I can just take that. I just realised. Alright, so at least that's one bit of good news. g1's under control. h4, h5, then rook e6 or something. Rook f2. What is a check? Rook f1. If I don't want to lose all my bits immediately. Oh no, that does lose a lot of material. I've lost all my bits, yeah. I think that's time to resign there. Well played. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh well. Thanks. Okay. Blonde Panda, that's me today. G6. So 97 and D6. So King H7, F5. I think F5 is interesting. Okay, so knight D4. C6 and B5 might be interesting. Okay, knight takes there, looks positionally it's looks okay. C6 and D5. C6. Alright, maybe, oh, this is interesting. Knight takes is looking good. Or Queen B6. Maybe Queen B6. Or Knight takes. Either. Either. Right. If I just take on B3, this still looks, I don't know, it looks as though, I don't know how White's done this. This is bad, isn't it? This is bad news. It looks as though bad news. Is this a pity game? Because I've been playing so badly. Is this some sort of pity game or no? Okay, okay. No, there's a pin there on F1. Queen takes is a mistake, right? Because the Queen takes, that bishop's pinned. So it's not over, is it? Until it's over. It's not over until it's over. G5, is that bishop E5 or something? What does White do to am I missing something? G5. Maybe White has to sack. I don't know. G5 looks good. Okay. I'll play G5. So I'm probably missing something here. Hold on. Okay, I've avoided Queen B2, which is very, very good news in the circumstance. So Queen B2 was just losing the Queen. G5 by contrast. Rook takes F1. I'm going to try and reset to 51% confidence. I recommend to my students 51% confidence. I think I need 51% here because I'm down to about like 10 at the moment. I need to reset to 51% confidence. So I can parry that. Okay, this looks good. This looks very good. I don't want to be underconfident or overconfident. Just 51% is Kasparov in Chess and Life. He reckoned being slightly overconfident. And I've seen subsequently IT videos, they talk about the same thing. In IT, there's this imposter syndrome, and you shouldn't really have that because it's like, it leads to burnout. If you're frantically trying to study everything, you think everyone else knows. But I think in chess, yeah, 51%, I think, sounds good to me anyway. Okay, so rook takes e7 here, hits the queen. That looks as though it's it, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, or bishop e5. I mean, rook takes holds the rook on f8. Looks as though that's it. All right, thank you, Blunder Panda. You're blundering more than usual. I think it's pity game, isn't it? Yeah, thanks for it anyway. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I'm just gonna get revenge next week. I'm just gonna obliterate you all next week. Yeah, just have your fun this week. Well, you can have your fun. Yeah. Okay. So knight c6, but I'm trying to reset. I'm doing a reset here. You know, like reboot computer works a lot of the time. Yeah, I'm going to try and reboot to 51%. I don't know if that's feasible. This terrible, evil opening. I think I'm being victimized in this opening. Am I? Or is it fundamentally okay here right now? It's fundamentally okay, isn't it? Bishop e7. My king looks okay, doesn't it? 51%. I'm doubting myself. Okay, I'm sure it's okay. This position, b5, b4. Right. I'll take that guy out. This is an unpleasant situation, is it? I suppose it is. Yeah. Bishop d6. Can I afford bishop d6? This pin looks nasty. Oh, crikey. This pin looks nasty. I've got to say, I'm walking into knight e4 again. Nasty tactics again. If I played... Oh, I'll try and unpin. I don't know. If I just accept double pawns, is that a lesser evil decision? Just accept double pawns here. It looks a rack, but is it mating? You know, take knight e4, bishop e5. It's a rack, but you know, potentially that's a g-file. if I'm being optimistic. Okay, Queen G6 threatens. Let's extinguish, unpin, Queen G6. The rook, okay. So bishop E5 here. Queen D7 to G4. If given half a shot, Queen D7 to Queen G4. He did give me half a shot parrying this bishop. I would have gone on with some attacking scheme like rook E3 myself. Right, Queen F5. Okay, so bishop E6 or Queen G6. I mean, Queen G6 for bishop H3. Or bishop F5. If knight D6. Okay. Okay. Play B6 here. B6? B5? Or A5? Maybe that was mostly pointless, actually. C6 is hanging. Try and get some light square play. Giving up that bishop. Alright. Queen F6. Okay. He's down on the clock here. He needs to speed up. He's still down on the clock, I'm afraid. That's an issue here. In Blitz. Yeah, tough, isn't it? Yeah, I think my opening's been cracked there. Cracked open. Oh, boy. Okay, I'll try my best. Pick me on a bad day, but anyway. Let's see, can I put up some resistance? Is it Z5? Maybe I'll just go with my favourite hack attack stuff. H5 soon. Or F5, F4. F5, F4 seems... Or knight E7. Queen E7 runs into knight F6. That would be embarrassing. Can I take on D5 and knight E7? Or if I encourage... Yeah, I think I'll do that. Then knight G6 stops knight H4. That might actually mean F4 is plausible later. Okay, too late. Or you can win f5 later, queen h5, bishop h3. Alright, you can win f7 as well. The opposite coloured bishops though, maybe that's not entirely terrible. h5, h4. Sometimes the opposite coloured bishops will help the attack. h5, h4 could be awkward, I hope. I think Anakin played for a win with black quite often, casting queenside. Yeah, this doesn't seem too terrible right now. Okay. f6 gives queen h7 one day. Now he can just double on c7 though. Right. Can I do something about that queen? Queen. h7. If I have the opposite colored bishops, this might not be terrible. Oh, he's nudging away. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Try and keep a sort of fortress at least, surely. Or not, is that going to be trouble to hold a fortress? Rook f5. Spotted that. Okay. Does he want to draw? I don't think he would want to draw, but okay, just in case. Right. Maybe this a4. Try and get around to a4 potentially. King b6 and rook a8. On me. Is there another way with b6, or is it just getting into those light squares? Maybe just gets into those light squares. Let's see. Does he play the check? Rook b1 check. Okay. Yeah. Don't know. This is going into a pin, potentially bishop d, not bishop d7, okay. Oh, he's got double pawns there. Hold on a second, double pawns there. Oh, maybe that's interesting. Rook a8, a4. Is that a bit of counterplay? Oh, I'll give up f6 though. Maybe it's a bit of counterplay. Maybe Maybe just sacks the exchange or something. Yeah. All right, that one. Okay. Okay, I'm crumbling a bit. I can't play this because rook. Yes, it's suffocating my position now. Unpin for bishop d4. He's got. Oh no, he's got rook f7. Try and keep the bishop over here, I suppose. Bit of counterplay. Anything to do here? Anything to do here? Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm terrible. Oh man, that was just grovel all the way. Grovel. Okay, yeah, that was positional torture in a blitz game. It seemed like I'd gone into another dimension where the game wasn't 5 minutes. It was more like, it felt like half an hour, actually. It felt like half an hour, not 5 minutes. I don't know, it just seemed to take an eternity to try and play that game. Although officially it was a 5-minute game, right? I think I've gone into a time freeze. It just felt like half an hour. Let me. King h2 and f4, or taking an f4. Okay, so c4 and knight d5. Is that plausible? So I want to take that out for bishop d5. Maybe I should just take this guy out. And queen. Maybe just queen f4 just to get the queens off with the bishop versus knight. On any knight d4, rook f2 after. Unless rook, unless this check is a pain. Actually, you know, maybe bishop f7, king h7 is rook over there. Okay. Mind you, that's a pain, isn't it? Essentially. This doesn't look very clever at all. I can go for a cheapo of rook d4 for bishop f7. And there's knight c2. It's not really working for me, that cheapo, is it? Maybe it is, because king f7, there's rook f1 and rook d8. And it's got king e8. No. What about just bishop takes b7 for a moment? Okay. Try and get a pawn. And, okay, tactics. Going to another realm of tactics. It's a bit passive, this. King out here to h3. I'm going to do this. Maybe an outside pawn is potential. Okay, so a4, a5. His pawns are doubled over here. Maybe this isn't that bad. Just bring my king over safely. Bring my king over. I really want rook before a4 if rook's not behind my pawn. If he takes time out to win h4. Okay, maybe it doesn't. Alright, interesting. Okay, I'm sealing with one pawn and two pawns here. Rook g3, rook b4. Alright. Okay, it's going to be tricky, isn't it? If I have the king e4, rook a4, king d5, g4. No, I think don't really want that. I think it's a bit. Unless there's anything mega convincing here. I don't really want him to have two connected passed pawns. King e4, check, king d5, rook g4, a6, rook a4, rook b6. I'm giving him a load of winning chances. Alright. My pawn can step forward, maybe. Or not. He's not really giving me anything to play with. Okay, thanks. Alright, yeah, it's a draw. Okay. Okay, another time. Alright, thanks, yeah. Okay. Alright, until next week. Yeah. Okay, until next week. Thanks very much. See you next week.